this effort with Transform Nigeria. We have people at EDC, the Enterprise Development Center, an organization who has done diligent work on empowering small and medium-scale enterprises around Nigeria. They are helping them build their capacity, help them streamline their processes, and increase profitability. They have had a burden about this to make sure that they are able to help the Nigerian economy do a lot better. They are change agents, and Yetunde is out there having a conversation with them. Yetunde, back to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, honey.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Please, sir, can you tell us about Enterprise Development Center?
Enterprise Development Center, it's a part of the Pan Atlantic University. We started it about 15 years ago. Next year is actually going to be 15 years. Precisely 2003 January it was started. It's an idea that was conceived out of the need to help small businesses to grow. As at that time, we had very limited institutions that were supporting small businesses in a very broad and consistent way. So we wanted to support them by building their capacity, by providing value-added services like mentoring and holding them, but to a limited extent also providing some form of access to the variety of capital
Okay. And there's this question I want to ask, because people are really going to ask me, like, how is the organization going to transform Nigeria?
Again, it's like when you want to eat an elephant. I don't think you've eaten an elephant before, but if you want to eat an elephant, you don't eat elephant in one big swoop.
Yeah.
You cut the elephant into tiny bits. You start taking the elephant.
Not just elephants, all meats.
Exactly. So now the reason why they also always use elephant, because elephant is huge, it's big.
Yes.
But if you look at it and say, wow, this elephant is huge, how can I eat it? You get discouraged. You know, it's just too much. I say, this small me going to eat all this elephant, you know, it's tough. You get discouraged.
Yeah.
However, if you start, taking it bit by bit, before you know it, you have finished the head, then the leg, then the this. Before you know it, you've eaten it. So the best way is to cut those things into pieces. How do we change Nigeria? We change Nigeria one step at a time, one bit at a time. We're creating armies of people that are doing businesses ethically, professionally. When we started with a class of 20.
Wow.
Today we have trained more than 4,000 businesses in our 6-month program. One will be tough, but I will just pick any one that comes to my head. The one that seems to be, it's a tough one, but let me pick one. Femi Olayabi will be one, who today is clearly a leading figure when it comes to handbags in Nigeria. She started very slowly, very rough from Ibadan. Of course, she was like a rough diamond. You knew she was doing something really nice, really good, but she needed to step up big time. After several years of, building her capacity and she attending fairs and doing all sorts. Today, she organized the first, what I call the biggest leather fair expo in Africa. Maybe West Africa, but at least in Nigeria it was the best. They call it the Lagos Leather Fair. You heard about it. So she was one of our products. You might have heard of Ayodeji Megbokwe, the Moi Moi lady that started selling Moi Moi with 1,000 naira. Today she has a turnover of something like $16,000 per month, in turnover. There's so many of them. Is it Niyi that started his business, turnover of 40 million naira. In less than 7 years, he was doing 3 billion turnover, about 6-7 different companies. There are so many of them, so when you even say one, it's tough for me to pick one. Even Ibukun of Cleaners, today he has a network of dry cleaning outlets across Lagos and even in Abuja. And in the next few weeks or so, I will be commissioning an academy for him that is using to basically give back to people in the society. So there's so many things that are happening to our alumni today.
Sir, what are the requirements? Like, if I want to register for a fast, like, what are the requirements?
Very simple. One, you must have the entrepreneurial blood in you. Okay, this one is very important for us, so that you just don't come anyhow. But that's okay. You need to be able to read and write so that you can communicate and also discuss with others. Those are the primary basics that we require. Secondly, you should have started business or about to start. So it's not about I'm thinking, no, you are almost there or you are there. So that way, whatever we teach you will make impact. And then there are 3 things we ask people to commit to as they're coming. One, you want to learn, because there's no point in you just coming and so you want to learn. Secondly, if you're already running your business, you want to ensure that you put systems and procedures in your business so that the business can run without you. And finally, which is more important, you are going to commit that you will run business ethically. This is very important for us because we are breeding a new set of army. All right. So it's not about your paper qualification alone. So yes, you can have your BSc, you can have even masters, whatever, but that's not what we're looking for. It's part of what we're looking for. But the deeper thing we are looking for are those attitudes and things that can help us to transform the society.
Hi, my name is Nico Kiko. I'm the Deputy Director at Enterprise Women Center, Pan Atlantic University. EDC is 15 years, and I've been with EDC in the last 14 years. My role as a Deputy Director has seen me working with quite a number of small businesses, especially in the area of mentoring and consulting and advisory. It's been a very interesting journey. As head of gender, I have worked in a lot of programs that are geared towards developing the capacities of women entrepreneurs. And that has really been very exciting, helping these women that are running businesses in Nigeria to better build institutions, to move from running the hobbies, the glorified hobbies like we like to call it, to building an institution that hopefully will outlive them. It's been a very interesting journey. It has been also frustrating, but more interesting than frustrating. And I think over the last decade plus, what I can say has really added value to these women is the fact that before EDC, it was difficult to find an organization that was consistent with one message. And that message was, we're here, we have your back. And you can do it. So we're not doing anything really so fantastic, as it were, because we're not working with the women, we're not working with entrepreneurs in their businesses. However, but just having someone to bounce off ideas, having someone that's holding your hand on that journey, that is a very difficult one in an environment like Nigeria is, has really helped a lot of these entrepreneurs to actualize their goals and their vision. 2018 is around the corner. And what EDC will be doing more of is expanding our reach. So we're looking at how do we reach entrepreneurs that are not in Lagos? How can we further reach more entrepreneurs across the country without them coming physically? So we're looking at how we can disrupt that space. We're also looking at the platforms that we can create so that we can help to connect them to investors and to markets, both within and outside the country. And I'm really looking forward to that journey. Greatest accomplishment to date. So I've been at EDC for 14 years, and in the last 14 years, I think my greatest accomplishments would be when I look at the group of women that I've had the privilege to mentor in the last decade plus, watching them succeed, watching them overcome their challenges, watching them grow, develop their competencies of themselves and their businesses, even watching them now become mentors. As I would say that those things really make me proud of what I have done to date. But that's where the women are concerned. But beyond that, being able to help people articulate their vision better, being able to help them structure their processes such that they move from being informal, being unstructured, towards laying foundations for building a sustainable institution. So I think that also is something that that has happened over the last couple of years. Oh wow. I think we're transforming Nigeria one entrepreneur at a time. So by the time we help change the mindset, which I think is a fundamental thing that must be done to get a nation to where the nation is supposed to be. You have to start from the mindset. People must move from having a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And what we do at EDC is actually that. So we've worked with so many entrepreneurs, and these entrepreneurs have gone on to be change agents where they see themselves. So if we look back and say, how has EDC transformed the nation, we would say EDC actually has, in the last 15 years, built a network of entrepreneurial leaders who are change agents and are disrupting the status quo where they find themselves. I would want to just drop for people that are thinking of venturing, going into entrepreneurship. The first thing is that Rome was not built in a day. Young people nowadays are in they're in a hurry for everything. So we like to joke that they're the microwave generation. So microwave generation, everything is like right now. And it's a good thing. But at the same time, you need to also have pause and reflect and think through that idea. What's the benefit to the customer? More often than not, what happens is that people get into the venturing process from a supply perspective, what they want to give rather than what people want. So the most important thing is to check if there's actually a gap in the market. Do people need that product? Do they need that service that you're offering? If the answer is yes, how many of those people exist? So you need to do all the things that need to be done. You need to register your business. You need to pay your taxes. You need to keep your books. And when you're recruiting, don't recruit because it's your family friend or your relative. Recruit because the person can add value.
My name is Abimbola Osichukwu. I'm a chartered accountant and also a chartered banker. I manage Valicom Business Services. Valicom Business Services is a business development firm. We work and partner with SMEs to grow their businesses. For me, entrepreneurship is a way of life. I love entrepreneurship. Making money excites me, that's the truth. So it came naturally to me to be an entrepreneur. I've sold since I was in secondary school, as far back as I remember. However, when I finished school, I worked in the corporate world before I decided to follow my passion and my dreams. Okay, in 2009, there was a program being run at the EDC called Certificate in Entrepreneurship Management. My husband got back home one day and showed me a flyer that I could sign up for this program. It was run in partnership with the Goldman Sachs Bank in the US. So I decided to take action based on this flyer I saw and applied for the program. I did the same program and my life has never been the same again. My advice for upcoming entrepreneurs is that opportunities are hidden in problems. So the way you see problems, opportunities are also hidden there, and see how you can make wealth out of these problems by providing solutions to them. So entrepreneurship is not an easy ride, but it's worth your time and it's worth your while. Be hardworking, be determined, and work smart also. For 2018, the first thing we've decided to do is to evolve and bring about more products that will best fit our customers' need. So evolution is something we constantly do. Our goals are, we actually have a 5-year goal, which is up to 2020. However, in 2018, we want to increase our turnover by the quantum leap. That's our goal for 2018, by December 2018, to increase our turnover and to bring out more products or services that best suits our target market.
Hope you guys have heard it all. I had so much fun and I learned so much, and hope you guys did the same way. So if you want more videos, more interviews, you want to drop a comment, go to www.transformnigeria, and I remain here to the service. Thank you.